El Burhan.
Gosden under David Egan, and we can hand over to Richard Hoyles for the Golden Gates.
And on time as well. So we head away for the Golden Gates Handicap. The Norwegian runner, one of the first to show, wore socks with those big white socks, and up the inside goes the dark colours of Roosevelt. A little bit between the pair is Rock of Cashel, so moving forward the O'Brien pair. Wider out, the grey Basalt trying to tack over with Ernst Blofeld. A little bit of scrimmaging in midfield. Fantasy Man got nudged wide. Seraph Gabriel's towards the back, big white face. Also Best Secrets towards the tail. So as they do settle down, it's War Socks on the outside of Roosevelt, and Basalt still trying to get in 3 wide. Racing on the inside running rail, the purple colours of Tycoon show just ahead of Rock of Cashel. A little wider out is Ernst Blofeld at this stage. In about 7th place is Glen to Glen in the pale colours, racing on the outside of Oral. Then Fantasy Man Brindavon, the blue and white of El Burhan, who was about 4 behind. They're Dakota Blue. Seraph Gabriel's well back with Best Secret at this comparatively early stage. Quai De Bethune is the other one who's towards the tail. So after that joust for the lead, the pace just now more even as on the running rail. Roosevelt under Ryan Moore with War Socks for Sylvester de Souza. In 3rd place is Basalt the Grey on the outside. Tycoon tracks the leaders in company with Rock of Cashel. Then towards their outside is the Gold Cap of Ernst Blofeld. On the running rails is Oral, who's on the inside of Fantasy Man as they make the turn. Brindavon comes next. Seraph Gabriel still only has 3 or 4 behind. Dakota Blue is just trying to track runners and angling out now. Glen to Glen has a little bit of a sight of the lead. As for Norway, War Socks gives a bold sight, kicks on from Roosevelt on the inside, then Basalt, several looking for room, but first to commit on the outside is Glen to Glen, then Oral. Seraph Gabriel's white face emerges. Brindavon, another with a chance, and Quai De Bethune. It's Basalt the Grey on the outside, Glen to Glen in the mauve colours. War Socks doing Norway proud. Seraph Gabriel now trying to find full stride with Quai De Bethune as they head inside the last. Seraph Gabriel's got to the front. Quai De Bethune on the outside trying to hunt down the leader. A link between the pair. Back in 3rd is Best Secret, who's also running on. Seraph Gabriel needs the line. Quai De Bethune is coming at him and may have got him in the final bound. Quai De Bethune and Seraph Gabriel goes to the judge. Best Secret was in 3rd place and they were clear of Glen to Glen, who came home 4th. Seraph Gabriel needed the line. Feeling was it didn't quite get there in time. Just favour the near side, I think, still on that. Quai De Bethune, Oisin Murphy, 1.01 on the exchanges for Gary Gillis and Team Banner. Another winner on the week for the Murphy-Balding combination, I think. Seraph Gabriel got there early, couldn't hold them off. Best Secret ran home 3rd, and they were clear of Glen to Glen. Wait the judge's call here between 10 Quai De Bethune and 5 Seraph Gabriel. Probably that way round.
So let's have a look what we call the creep again. Horse number 10, if you're on Quai De Bethune, who's 101 on the exchanges. Far side Seraph Gabriel. Looks like near side. Certainly hasn't lost, that's for sure.
There was a question mark as to whether the eventual 3rd got a little bit of a...
I think he got a bit of a squeeze. He was trying to come with his run, couldn't quite get through. The head-on could be interesting, because once he did get out, I'm not sure if he ran around a little bit. Best Secret in the hands of James Doyle.
10 wins. Another winning for the Baldings, and Oisin's going to have to do a U-turn. He obviously thought he got beat.
Yeah, he wasn't very confident then. He was happy to come back into the winner's enclosure, probably a little bit grumpy, but I'd say that mood has changed pretty quickly. He's managed to get there literally on the line. Have a look at the head on here. The one that we want to keep an eye on is Best Secret, who potentially got stopped a couple of times.
In the red hat there. In the
switching and changing, isn't he?
Yeah, 3 off the rail, the Wathman, red hat, the gold sleeves, blue body. He's just running around a little bit. When he does get clear air, look, you see James Doyle just switching his whip there, and the horse just not quite running straight, and I think that's just a little bit of inexperience for him, whereas clear sailing down the outside for Oisin Murphy on the winner. Quai De Bethune just collaring late Seraph Gabriel. We'll hopefully chat to Oisin in a minute.
And we've got to mention it, haven't we, because it's Ed's favourite race of the year. It's that strong form race that comes to the fore time and time again. The
London Gold Cup,
yeah,
those like Royal Ascot winners, and these days Triumph Herbal winners as well. Can win every race from the London Gold Cup. We'll look at the home turn to see if the 3rd was a bit unlucky, but Seraph Gabriel would have traded very short, but Oisin Murphy on the near side, look at that drive. Gets up on the line to win by a whisker for these guys. Gary Gillies, another one for Hampshire. What a week for Hampshire, from Andover in Hampshire. the greatest town on the universe, in conjunction with Team Valor, that's Barry Irwin and co, who they're based in Florida. So one for Andover and Florida, two contrasting places, I think it's fair to say. That was close.
Well, I'm never going to listen to Oisin Murphy as ever tight photo ever again, because he walked down the walkway. I presume you think you came off second best then, Oisin?
Well, Richie, the cameraman usually knows because they can watch the replay closely, and the camera never came off the Rafe Beckett trained horse, Seraph Gabriel. So I had to be realistic. And
don't trust cameramen.
Well, yeah. Richie, look, he had a bad draw. Rossi and I were second last and last throughout. He didn't really travel. They all slowed down in the straight, and the lads at home have done a great job with him. This is a good race to win with the horse, and I'm delighted for Parkhouse Stables.
5 winners this week. How would you sum that up?
As well as I could have done, and thank you to all the owners and trainers and everyone who's supporting me.
And what about Charlie? What a day you have had.
Unbelievable for the team, just brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Well, enjoy every minute of it. And in the meantime, I will have a word with our director. Oisin Murphy has just basically taken our camera crew and our director to task. So I'm sorry, guys. Oisin doesn't like you.
Well, Rishi has just thrown a man called Tim Gooden under the bus unnecessarily. I'm going to stand up for my director because that was a race tech shot.
Oh, yeah,
that's not an ITV shot.
Oisin was looking at the wrong camera, clearly, and they must have got it wrong. But Tim is telling us very strongly in our ears that he was on the right horse with his cameras. So all is good. Everyone's happy. Oisin Murphy has won the race. And he should have really trusted his own instinct. He was on top of the horse.
Well, I know he wasn't very confident at all, but when he watches the ITV racing back, he'll have it recorded, I know. He will go, oh no, they really did watch me walk the whole way up the walkway. Luckily he returned, and I mean, he's literally got there on the nod, hasn't he? But what a week for Oisin. 5 winners. It's not easy to ride one, never mind 5.